Ladies and gentlemen, SideStrafe back with another episode of DayZ. Semi-fresh spawn here. I already kind of ran into some walkers, lost a little bit of blood, and had to use up my one bandage before I could even start recording. That was one of those bad spawns where you're just at the coast and... oh my goodness, is that what I think it is? Holy crap. Really? Alright, this is obviously going to be a lucky day. How long will I survive? Oh, I haven't seen this revolver in such a long time. Oh my goodness. Oh man. I miss this bad boy. Wow. Alright, let's get the rest of this crap and get the heck out of here. Wow, soda. Makarov mag. Let's get some chem sticks. Let's get another bandage. Let's see. See what's in the next room. And we've got another Makarov mag. Some 45. Good. Empty can. What's that? Ghillie suit. Holy smokes. How do I use it? Let's get out of here first. Let's get out of here. Did I really just find a revolver and a ghillie suit? I want out. I want out now. Run away so I can play with my new toys. Okay, well, let's see how long this lasts. I was about to complain about the fact that when you don't have food and water to start with, making your way to the mainland is quite difficult. I've got some water, or Pepsi, that'll get me out there, but I don't know about food just yet. I kind of want to bail on this place because this is obviously near Electro. So, let's see. I want to get off of this coast. I want to get to the forest and hide, and then see what this ghillie suit business is about. Actually, I could probably take some time to duck down here, but no, screw it. Let's just get down real quick. Actually, I guess I can't do that. So what's the deal? Wear ghillie suit. Haha! Oh man, look at this. Oh my goodness, I am so camouflaged. It's not even funny. Oh my god, there's a walker. Does he see me? I knew I shouldn't have stopped. Oh my god, this ghillie suit is fracking awesome. I mean, it's the ultimate camouflage out here. Oh my goodness. I want that thing. Now, I wonder if the ghillie suit helps you against walkers. I'm going to be so mad when I die. That's the problem. Like, I already know that I'm going to die eventually and lose all this crap. I know, that's a negative attitude, but I'm just not a lucky person with this game. I want to just get to the forest and run away, go mainland. Because the other issue, too, is that if somebody sees me... Now, I'm kind of curious about something. Okay, so I guess I've got my regular clothes on hand, too. If somebody sees me, they're going to say, that guy's got a ghillie suit. I'm going to kill him. I want his ghillie suit. So, I'm a little worried about that. I'm almost wondering if I should be wearing it. I'm not sure. Alright, let's get... I've got a revolver, though, so I can defend myself a little bit as long as I see it coming. I want to dip out of here as fast as possible. Is there anything in there? I think there's some flares. Gonna slow it down a little bit. Take the road flares. Grab some slugs just in case we run into the long arm. And let's bail. Okay. So now let's try to head maybe straight out. Yeah, okay. Okay, so there might be some things that's enterable too. Honestly, I just don't want to be around here anymore. Can I vault over this? Yep. Somebody's going to see me and shoot me because they're going to be like, what the heck is that? You know? I mean, I'm sure people are aware that there's ghillie suits in here. I was as well, but I just have never run into one. Other than actually just seeing them within ArmA. But to see it in DayZ, it's going to be like, you know, what is that? Is that a walker? I mean, freaking Chewbacca running around. I'm toast. So, I want to get out of here. But, oh, man. Okay. My biggest thing, though, is regardless of how lucky I just managed to be today, I think that the starting conditions are a little too severe, which leads to my theory that this game is one giant social experiment for the developer. I literally think that he's altering the game to see how it affects us as human beings. I believe it's a little twisted in some ways, but I almost think that, you know, he enjoys or they enjoy seeing what happens, to be honest. I mean, we don't know how they play. I mean, do they play the game themselves? Do they enjoy it? Do they develop it? Do they ever... I mean, they're developers. They could give themselves weapons and things like that. Who knows? I think I got movement. It's like somebody's being chased. Let's do a little bit of recon. Lost him. Wait. Nope, no contact. Croner Boner was killed. I wonder if that was the person that we just saw. I think I've got this bright, shiny revolver showing up here. Need to get my hands on a rifle of some sort. Alright, time to carry on. So, oh, shots fired. Crap. So, but anyway, yeah, that's kind of my theory. I really think that this is somebody's personal social experiment, and that he's adding or subtracting things to just see how we handle them. Because when you think about it, even in terms of a game designer's preference or choices, you know, when you're selling a game, AAA or not, free, whatever, you have to make certain decisions to balance out fun versus realism. And we obviously all play ArmA for its realistic aspects. To some, realism is fun. You know, I agree with that in some cases. However, there's a line that needs to be drawn at some point. Obviously, quite a few of you were displeased with my last video. But if you think about it, was it really my fault that it was nighttime? Was it my fault that it was that dark? No, because I didn't make the game. That was the time that I had available to me to play. That is when I could record, and I did. It was better than not giving you anything at all, right? However, a lot of you didn't see it that way. A lot of you seem to think that this is a funded television production. It's not. This isn't The Walking Dead or any other type of Hollywood movie or show. It is me playing video games when I can. So, if the game is dark, then you have to go blame the developer. That's why a lot of other games that have a day-night cycle, Just Cause, Skyrim, World of Warcraft, it's not as dark as real life because they want people to have fun at night. I understand what we're going for here. I actually, you know, okay, it's dark. Sure, maybe it could be a little bit brighter just for the sake of entertainment. It should still be really scary dark. Don't get me wrong. I believe in that, but I can't do anything about it, you know, so I have to film when I can film. This is the time I have available to me to film now. Other times, I may just want to play and focus more and not have to do commentary. Because when you do commentary, you're distracted. You don't pay attention to text, chat. You don't pay attention to a lot of things that you might. Because your concentration, a lot of the major percentage of that is gone. And for those of you that don't believe me, try it sometime. Make your own video. Pretend to make a video. Trust me, it's not as easy as it seems. Half the time when you're watching a video, you're like, oh, how'd you miss that? That guy's been talking to you. You really should try to do commentary on your own sometime. You'll notice that a lot of your skill and ability is going to take a back seat to preserving the quality of what you're talking about. You know, that's a sacrifice that we have to take. You know, we have to put aside the fact that we just want to have fun and try to entertain you in other ways as well. But we also enjoy it. I love doing this. But, you know, please bear with me when I'm trying to create an episode with what's provided unto me. This is an alpha game. It's buggy, it's glitchy, it has problems. I'm gonna rant about it because I can. You know, we all have a freedom of speech. I'm gonna use it. And that's pretty much all there is to it. I'm a critic. I will critique this game because I want it to succeed. You're not gonna learn anything from praise. You're not. It's like if you cook a dish, somebody says, oh, I love it, because they're too afraid to tell you it sucks. You're going to keep making that dish the same way. You still cook the food exactly the same. Oh, everybody said they like it. It's because they're too afraid to tell you that it wasn't good. I'm not afraid, and that goes for telling developers, friends, whatever, hey, this is bad, you should change it, but this is also good. I've praised this game many a times, but I've also dissed it for other reasons as well, and I'm going to continue to do so until it becomes a great product, because let's face it, there are a lot of you who have paid $30 for an alpha. Many of you didn't buy ArmA for ArmA, you bought it for this. And I don't have a problem that you did that, but you should also then, I suppose, get your money's worth, right? And eventually, you might have to buy this again, because if they make it a DLC or a standalone game, don't you want it to be awesome? Well, then let people like me critique it and don't worry about it. That's all there is to it. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, let's try to survive here, right? Because, you know, I still enjoy this game. I'm proud of the fact that I was one of the first individuals to discover it with some of the help of my audience, and I really want to see it succeed, and I will continue to play it until the day that it just disappears, I guess. Or that it just completely, utterly frustrates me into some sort of pit of despair. Who knows? But I'm just trying to keep my eye open here while I move. I'm kind of at a bad spot. People could probably see me from the hill, although they're wondering why a bush is running around with a revolver. That plant is armed. Kill it. Alright, the only thing is, though, I need to find... I'm going to follow these telephone poles across the hill. And I suppose I could run full speed, but... I mean, I'm already kind of awkward enough. So I'm just going to stay low. I do have drink, which will last me. Obviously now the water indicator will blink before the food indicator. I don't think it always used to do that, but obviously now it does. Unless I was just missing it, but... That was mostly my issue as I was kind of testing over the week. I was actually playing with a friend of mine as well. And it was just finding water. And we would both typically come to our demise because of running out of water. But the major problem is, like I said, there's always walkers in a building. So I think they either need to adjust. Honestly, I think you should have a canteen. One canteen of water, or even an empty canteen that you have to go find water. That I would even be happy with that. But and then if not that, then at least some of the zombies need to not spawn in all the houses where the water's located, because that's just kind of silly. That seems broken. It's just nonsensical. Other than that, start us with an axe, start us with a knife, something, some sort of weapon to go kill the zombies to be able to get water and food. So. All Alright, we obviously have a road over here. I'm gonna try to follow it inland and see what happens. Obviously getting away from that coast. Peace out. I'm sure I'll see it again. I am sure of that. I'm not in much cover, though. I don't like being out in the open like this. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to get into these woods here for a little bit more cover. All right, so still following this in, and I don't really see any types of landmarks now. This might be, this is where the journey kicks in. This is where I've had problems before. In a couple of gameplay sessions, I just would, okay, I'm running inland. I would just skip everything and then just flat out run out of water, because I would find maybe a barn or something, but it'd just be packed with a walker or two. And so it's funny how you naturally feel a little safer the second you get away from the coast. Like that feeling of anxiety leaves your body, and you think like, oh, I can breathe, I'm in a forest. You know, like chances of being seen are a little less. Of course, I'm sure a lot of people have the same idea, right? At least maybe the smart ones. The only downside is that we're all familiar with the coast. We know where everything's at for the most part. So the second you leave it, you start to think, well, now what? Where am I going? I don't know. And we've got some rain now. So let me just check something here. I can't look at. Okay. All right. I'm trying to look at my inventory. All right. Got plenty of nice ammo for self-defense. Okay. Well. This ghillie suit. I know there's like one other type of uniform. I think there's like another type of military uniform you can get. But the ghillie suit is probably the best thing to have. You can really hide from the human eye. Curious as to if it helps against, I would assume that it helps against walkers. It like helps with your stealth rating, if you will. I wonder if the temperature thing works yet, if I'm gonna catch a cold or something. Last I heard it was kind of buggy. But have you guys noticed that the developer hasn't been updating as frequently? It used to be a patch almost every other day. Now it seems like they're, I don't know what they're doing. I think the patches are getting more grand and bigger. For example, if they're ever going to put in this motion capture thing, that's what I'm most excited about. I'm hoping that obviously fixes the fact that the zombies just spaz out too much. That the way they run is a joke. The way they hit is a joke. I know it's supposed to be a new running animation. I don't know if it's anything more than that, but that's half the issue, is that most of the time you can't hit the zombies properly because they're just running around in such an abnormal fashion. Fast or slow, they don't run correctly. They don't. And Rainbow, I think it needs to be addressed. But I think I said a lot of that in the last episode. Basically, still, I'm sticking to it. I mean, stop making changes and fix the game first. Priority is always to get the game running and stable. Then you add one bit at a time. Okay? Did it break anything? No. Okay, well, there you go. I mean, they have an advantage that no other developer has. A lot of the times, okay, granted, a lot of games come out early. And then they release the game because they need to make money on it, which covers more development costs. they have an ultimate advantage here. They have a mod, basically, that's an alpha mod. And now they're technically getting funds to continue to produce it. You know? So, therefore, they can take their time to make this thing awesome. And it's possible that that's what's happened. They're seeing the income from ArmA. They're saying, well, we're making money off of this. Let's take our time and put out good patches. Let's get motion capture. I mean, Bohemia loves this thing. They're going to say, hey, take, you know, you're on this full time. Use the studio, whatever you need. Here's motion capture. I mean, come on. Living the dream. But I'm kind of following these power lines now, I guess. Which is quite obvious. I don't know what they're going to lead me to. I've lost the road because, once again, talking to myself ends in misery. I just get distracted with what I'm saying and kind of lose track of my location. Just trying to keep an eye out for anything suspicious. Although I'm the most suspicious thing around here. Look at me. This is ridiculous. In a good way, for me at least. I'm going to get shot though, man. Because the thing is I don't have a rifle. And unless they see my revolver, I'm still a prime target. You know, if somebody sees me at a distance with just a pistol, it's going to be like, oh, I can drop that guy from range. He can't do anything with that short barrel revolver. That'll be that. Because this ghillie suit, I've never seen one. I don't think I've seen many of them. I've not seen one in person. And then again, perhaps those are people who have shot me. I'm not going to see them. But I haven't really seen too many of them even in people's YouTube videos. So it's possible that this is a rarity, and I'm sure a lot of people want it. It's in such a random building, though. I suppose I can pick up the run speed here. Water's getting a little dark. So I guess we're going to come out to maybe a clearing here. I'm sure we'll end up seeing some buildings eventually. I'm not following a map on my laptop or anything at the moment. Mostly because I've forgotten. No other reason. Okay, we've got structures ahead. Now, obviously, remember, I can use this against the walkers. It is going to possibly bring a few more to me. I don't know if they've changed anything, but this gun used to be a one-shot kill. I'm going to assume that it still is. The issue, of course, is just trying to hit them because they always zigzag around. I'd rather not fire shots, of course. Now, that building there, obviously not enterable. However, is there anything around there? I wish I could just know that. Like, I need to familiarize myself a little bit more with the structures. Like, okay, is there an outhouse? Outhouses have items. Is there one over there? Is there going to be? Got a crawler over there. I'd like to find a barn. Those barns always, you know, the two-story barns that have the stairs. Second level that usually always has some sort of rifle. That's what I would like. Maybe there's a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow. Or weapons. Walkers down there. I don't want to go near them. I don't see anything that looks like it'd be of any use. Follow the rainbow. Maybe it'll lead us to Skittles. Wait. Alright, there. There's the jackpot right there. That house, or that barn, at least that's what I call it. There's usually rifles in there. And other supplies. However, as many times people there. I can defend myself. I do still need to find food, so that's kind of a priority. It's not something that I can avoid, so logic would state the best course of action is to explore. However, since I do still have some time before I really go hungry or thirsty, I'm going to scout a little bit longer and see if I've got any movement. Then I'm going to try to move in. I may need to go for kills on the walkers to get in there. More than likely there will be some inside. I've got some on the outside. Alright, so we're going to run up to the bushes. Try not to get electrocuted by these wires. It's funny how the rain works. It's like you zoom in, it's gone, and there it goes. And there, it's gone again. That's kind of glitchy rain. Alright, so I'm going to head up through past this rock. I've been here before, I think. That rock looks familiar. I think this is where I had that shootout with that one guy. Got one on the roof over there. There's that building as well, which might have something. Haha, that zombie just fell to his death. One less zombie in the world. Infected, whatever. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to at least get to the rock, and then I'm going to slow down my pace. Actually, I'm going to start slowing down right here. I'm standing up. I don't want to be standing up. Wait, or am I? I can't even tell. Okay, there. All right. Scout out a little bit for players. Suppose I could just crawl, be patient. Try not to get detected. Alright, hold. This place is jam-packed. I don't want to fire a shot. I don't know if... I don't know the radius of all the weapons, but... it would almost be handy to have a chart. Like a map, right, of this barn, for example, and then a chart of weaponry that has like a radius or a circle that shows how loud the weapons can be. Alright. So we've made it inside. There's nothing there. I obviously hear flies. Oh, more 45. I'll take that. And that. Okay. Hate being at these barns, to be honest. Zombie. So paranoid. I don't see anything over there. I don't want to fire a shot. I really don't want to fire a shot. So in a way, like, part of me hopes that there's not a rifle on that side. Because I don't want to risk having to go fetch it. Yeah, there's not. There's some slugs and that's it. I think that maybe somebody's been here. I'm going to open up this pack, take the lumber for now. Although I've never had to use it. I've never lived long enough for that to be useful. Oh, by the way, you have to be so careful how you crawl. If you crawl downstairs or if you're crawling through a doorway and you turn your body, you'll break your leg half the time. And that's something that needs to just... The whole broken leg thing needs to either go away completely or be resolved some other way. I mean, what was that? I just saw like a particle and it freaked me out. But first of all, I want to say, you know how hard it is to break a human bone? It is. It's actually harder than you think it is. But for the fact that a zombie can hit you, like punch you and break your leg, it's just a bit stupid. I think you should die. You get to break your leg. No. Frack. One hit and I'm bleeding. You gotta be kidding me. Go spaz out. Miss him on my first shot. Alright, I'm getting out of here. Oh yeah, walk through the wall. Frack you, dude. Frickin' come on and run. Bail. Let's get the heck out of here. You think I could lose him from here? I don't know. I think they're coming after me, but I'm gonna... Oh, got a firearm. Take double barrel shotgun. Yes, sir. Alright, there's our long rifle. Oh, shoot, but there's another choice. Actually, I'd rather have this. It's louder, but it's going to be more potent. That thing's walking right by me. Does he see me? Alright, I've had enough of you. Okay, peace out, buddy. I'm just a bush. I don't taste good. Leave me alone. Okay. Whew. Alright, let's try to get back to our forest over there. I'd like to find some food, though. That's the one thing I'm kind of lacking, so... We're gonna have to work on that next. I don't know what the deal is with that crawler. Of course, let's see. So, crawl straight. Don't turn, because the second you turn, you break your leg. I took the Enfield, obviously, because it has more accuracy at range. It's more anti-player than zombie, because if you shoot it at zombies, I will attract everything within, like, a city block. It's terrible. It is so loud, it's stupid. I mean, stupid in that it's just annoying. I don't expect it to be quiet, you know. I'm not saying that I want it to be quiet. I'm just trying to use an example as to how crazy loud it is. Anyway, yeah. Oh, man. I think I'm just a little kind of in shock that I have all this stuff that I do have. I'm just a little worried about losing it at this point in time. Because, yeah. I mean, this is a really lucky start. You know, to have this kind of equipment. And Derpy McDurk was killed. Let's have a moment of silence for Derpy McDurp. Okay, that's good enough. But anyway, I think I'm just going to go hide in the woods and pick berries because I need some food as well. See how that goes. But I hate that I took a couple hits from that one walker. I was already down on blood as it is. Now we're at 8,088. So that's a problem. And it's just that glitchy, like 1 minute he's to your 12 o'clock and then like instantly he teleports and he's somewhere else. You know, he's on your 11 or 1 or 2, and it's just how fast that they can move like that. It's a glitch. It's glitchy. And when you're playing in a game, obviously if you're shooting and holding a real firearm, it's a lot different than holding one in a game. Your senses are skewed and you're off a bit. You have more control of the weapon when it's in your hands, you know. Totally different things. So I think that's why there has to be some compromise when you're dealing with realistic games. You have to say, well, okay, let's compromise for the fact that you're not going to have that ultimate control in this game, so we need to adjust how the AI is going to behave. Because it's always embarrassing too, because, you know, I know how to handle a firearm, trust me. And to have to use one in a video game sometimes can be stressful because it's very different. So when you lose that level of control that you have in real life to the game, it's just you really want to see things that will help balance it out somehow. And for the most part, when you play a video game, you have to learn new things. So when I first played ArmA and the aim, you know, it was literally like the bullet comes out of the barrel, not where the sight is pointing. I was like, oh, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect the game to be that realistic. So then you have to adjust for that and learn that this game is trying to be realistic. But then, you know, there's other things that come into play. So it's an adjustment still. You know, it takes a long time to be good at ArmA, let alone this. And I'm still learning things because I obviously haven't been playing ArmA as long as a lot of veterans, but I've been playing it for some time now, and it's feeling a little bit more natural to me. But it's just dealing, when you got to deal with the glitchy AI, it's kind of frustrating. So, you know, that could be a lot of things. It could be server latency, performance. But I think that in general, having fought tons of AI in ArmA, that they just honestly need to slow them down, or maybe the animations will fix it. You notice that I keep complaining about that? I apologize. It's just, I can't let it go. I hate losing in battles against the walkers. It's just kind of broken. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are reaching the 40-minute mark. And I'm probably going to log out around here and maybe take a look at some of the buildings down here. That building right there might be enterable. Right there where I'm pointing. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'm going to try to find some food and try to survive a little longer, because you better believe I don't want to lose this. I mean, look at me, man. This is what you do. This is how you survive in a ghillie suit. Keep me warmer, too. It should keep me warm, definitely. But I'm going to be angry. You will see anger. When the video you see with me losing this, it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be frustrating. As long as it's a fair death, you know, maybe. If I die due to some glitch, there's going to be a problem. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next one.